Hello Toon Army. Hope you're all doing well today, because we've got some absolutely buzzing news to talk about. This one isn't just a typical transfer update. This is a statement, a bold one, a sign that Newcastle United, the greatest football club in the world, is now not only competing with Europe's elite, we're beating them at their own game. Let's talk about Antonio Cordderero. According to none other than Fabrizio Romano, yes, that here we go Fabrizio, Newcastle have completed the signing of one of the most exciting teenage players in Spain. We're talking about an 18-year-old wonder kid from Malaga who's already played 63 senior matches. That's not a typo, 63 games before even turning 19. His name, Antonio Cordderero, but if you're already a fan, you might know him by his nickname, Antonito. Now, here's what makes this deal even sweeter. We didn't just sign a random youngster with potential. No, we beat Barcelona, we beat Real Madrid, we beat Arsenal, the biggest clubs in Europe, and they all wanted him. But who did he choose? That's right, Newcastle United. That tells you everything you need to know about where this club is headed. The signing is set to be confirmed officially soon, and it's a massive win for Paul Mitchell and his recruitment team. Fans across social media have been going mad with joy, and rightfully so. Just check out the reactions. Wow! Getting Antonio Cordderero over Barca and Real Madrid is a huge compliment to NUFC's project. Another fan posted, Spanish, a player picking Newcastle over Barcelona and Real Madrid. Still, some people don't think we're a big club. You get the vibe. This isn't just a smart signing, it's a massive symbol of how far we've come and where we're going. Now let's take a look at the player himself. Cordderero is a pacey and creative winger who has played mostly on the left for Malaga, but can also do the job on the right. He's got 5 goals and 6 assists in 32 appearances in La Liga 2 this season. And he's a regular in Spain's youth national teams, under 18 and under 19. He's not just a dribbler or a flair player, he's productive, he delivers. Of course, Eddie Howe isn't rushing things. The plan is to loan Cordderero out next season so he can continue getting minutes and developing physically and mentally. Just like we did with Yankuba Minte, and look where that's led. Smart business, long-term planning, and an eye for talent. That's what defines Newcastle United now. We're not just building a team for the present, we're building a dynasty. Cordderero is another brick in that foundation. And if he reaches his potential under Howe and Mitchell's guidance, we might just be watching a future superstar who chose the black and white over the flash of Madrid or the noise of the Emirates. Stay tuned. The future is now at St. James's Park. If you weren't already convinced that Newcastle United is the best club in the world after the Cordderero news, let me introduce you to a performance that shook the Premier League. Sandro Tonali against Manchester United. In a 4-1 demolition, job at St. James's Park, Tonali didn't just play well, he ran the game. Now, let's be honest, Tonali arrived with a lot of hype. But there were also questions. Can he adapt to the Premier League? Is he really the right fit? Is he worth the investment? Well, on Sunday, under the bright lights and pressure of a huge clash, Tonali delivered an answer that even surprised the pundits. Just ask Ian Wright. Speaking on the Kelly and Wrighty show, Ian Wright openly admitted he didn't realize how good Tonali was until he saw that performance. And to be fair, he's not alone. I didn't realize he was this good. His defensive work, his energy up and down, him and Bruno, outstanding. Right, said? That's not some casual compliment. That's coming from a Premier League legend. Let's talk stats, because Tonali's game wasn't just flashy, it was complete. He had the highest pass completion rate of any Newcastle player. That means he kept the team ticking, controlled possession, and never gave the ball away cheaply. He also made 2 crucial interceptions that completely shut down United's attempts to get back into the game. And of course, let's not forget that goal. A beautiful finish that not only capped off the performance, but also sent the crowd into absolute mayhem. What's even more impressive is how Tonali's blending into the heart of this team. Him and Bruno Guimaraes, what a partnership. One brings flair and creativity, the other brings control and balance. And Tonali, he's that engine in the middle who never stops running. Up, down, tackle, pass, shoot. The lad does it all. And here's the best part. He's only 24. That means we've got a player who's already one of the most reliable midfielders in the league, but who still has years ahead of him to grow, develop, and dominate even more. Some fans have been calling him the silent boss. The one who doesn't always make the headlines but controls the game from the shadows. Well, after this United match, he's not in the shadows anymore. He's in the spotlight, and he's earned every bit of it. For a while now, the headlines have been about Isak's goals, Bruno's brilliance, Trippier's leadership. But it's time we talk about Tonali. Because if this is what he's doing now, just imagine what he'll be like after a full pre-season under Eddie Howe's system. So to the rest of the Premier League, consider this a warning. Tonali is here, he's settled, and he's only getting better. That wraps up this exclusive update on two massive talking points: the future with Antonio Cordderero and the present domination of Sandro Tonali. Thanks so much for tuning in, Tune. Army, keep your heads high, keep believing, and remember, this is our time. Newcastle United is not just part of the conversation anymore. We are the conversation. Take care and see you in the next one. Hallway the lads!